1, 2, 3. Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
Welcome to TigerBelly, everybody. My name is Bobby Lee, and we've got special guest Asa Akira here with us again.
Thank you.
And we have my beautiful girlfriend Khalyla, and we have Gilbert, and Pink Dick's here, and his nephew is here, and it's a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming back, Asa. I love you. You're like family now.
Thank you for having me. Have you guys had a guest since I was last on?
No.
You're the only one they trust.
Yeah, you're the only one we trust. You know what I mean?
By the way, ever since you guys told me about that Quincy Jones guy,
Yeah.
I've seen his name a couple of times, and that one, not
because he's gone viral now.
He's gone viral, number one.
He was on Ellen twice.
And Ellen gave him an HBO special.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's why. But you guys discovered him.
Well, I mean, I think that Khalyla did.
No, I met him at an open mic. I thought he was extremely talented, and he was by far one of the better comics of all the open mics that I went to. And I was like, hey, do you want to open for Bobby? And he said, yeah.
Whoa, you must have an eye for talent.
He does. She does. And I did a show Saturday night in Ontario, and he was 30 minutes late. And he wasn't late because he was sick. He was late because he was black.
Jesus Christ. Great start to the podcast. Good.
Well,
Is he always late?
he has a whole documentary team following him now.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, that's no excuse.
Yeah. I don't care if you're black or sick or a combination of both, right?
Oh, some black sick.
All right. You show up at my show on time.
But you know who was later to his show than Quincy?
Who? Me.
Oh, you.
He was late to his own show.
Yeah, but I'm the headliner. Right? So
Also,
it's like...
I think it's only fair that if a black person is late, we say it's because he's black. Because guess what? When I get into a car accident, the first thing people fucking say is, of course, you're an Asian driver.
True.
There
So
we go.
I'm okay.
Thank you,
with-
Asa.
That's
I've
a
never
beautiful
heard of
way
the
of putting
hate.
it.
I've never heard of black people being late, though. That's the first time
Ever.
Shut up.
I mean, I know that they cross the street slowly.
That's not a stereotype.
That is,
Yes.
or according to him.
Yeah, according to me.
Maybe that's
Well,
more an
no, I just
observation
think-
on Bobby's part.
No, when
explain
black
that?
people cross the street, they're showcasing.
Okay,
They do a little dance,
What do you mean
right?
showcasing?
It's like a catwalk.
Well, the truth is the reason why they do it is because they want to show people that they're no longer, you know what I mean, slaves.
Are you sure about
Okay.
Yeah, I had a
Well-
black friend tell me that. Tell me that.
What's the black friend's name? What's his name?
Ian Edwards.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And he said that it's because they want to show their authority and that they're not going to rush for us, that they're free people, and I get it. But the thing is I got shit to do, all right? So fucking run. And I'm going to say that
Because Asians are efficient.
we're efficient,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
And you know what? I propose the city of LA
Okay, I'm getting nervous.
make the crosswalks into tracks, and they'll run across.
Okay, Donald Trump.
No, and then you put a gold medal at the end of like each on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get there faster.
That's
We'll never find out. That will literally never
I just want to
happen.
say,
I really do.
You want to retract anything?
I really do
what?
believe this. I always say he is Donald Trump in an Asian man's body.
let me just say this. I want to say, everyone listening, I literally didn't sleep at all last night, at all, right? And I had the worst day of my life. So whatever comes in my mouth this episode, it's probably going to be the racist or fucked up. And I'm so sorry. I
His
apologize.
true self is coming out.
My true self is coming
This
out.
is his core.
Yeah.
He has a racist core.
I'm racist. I think I am.
I think everyone's a little bit racist, though.
Yeah. Who are you racist? Like, you specific or?
No,
In-
I think I'm racist against everyone.
Yeah.
Except Asians, obviously.
I have a lot to say about Asians. I especially have a lot to say about Koreans too.
Yeah,
but
she
also
fucking hates Koreans.
I have a lot to say about Filipinos. So I think you're right.
Let's
I'm
start
racist,
with Khalyla.
everyone,
Start with Koreans. What do you not like about them?
I'm a fan of the Koreans from the United States and probably from Korea. I don't like the Koreans that go to the Philippines. I don't like the Koreans in my island. They basically rape us off of our land and resources, and they treat Filipinos like shit. If you go there, and you know this, Bobby,
I love them. Family.
they're the different
So,
ones.
is your family back home back
hate-
in the Philippines? Do they know about Bobby? Obviously,
Yeah, they do.
but what do they think? Like, Are they like, ugh?
They were
dirty
worried
Korean?
at first because I mean now the general consensus amongst Filipinos like about Koreans, the general like feeling that they have is that Koreans come over, they treat the like Filipino employees like shit. They basically run amok in the town. They mug taxi drivers like for what? Right? They treat the Philippines like a playground.
A playground. Yeah.
As if the people aren't really. I mean, yes, we are a third world country, and in Bobby's opinion, he probably thinks it's warranted to be treated that way.
No,
but
I think it's a beautiful country. And they have beautiful brown rivers.
You love talking about the shit rivers.
No, I didn't say shit rivers. I said brown rivers.
Why are they brown?
Because they're shit in it.
I actually cried last week because he was saying all these things about the Philippines, and we were having Mexican food, and I legit cried.
She cried
because
at the
every day he tells me that my people are shit. Like every day he'll wake up and he's like, "You fucking dirty jungle Asian."
That's emotional
Like your
abuse.
people are shit. Your people are shit.
What the fuck? Wait. Oh, fuck you. All right. What do we smell like, Koreans?
Mothballs.
And every day.
No, that's not. I didn't say Korean.
Every day.
I said Chinese people.
She looks me right in the eyes and says, "You smell like mothballs."
No, I say you
How
smell
the fuck
like.
am I gonna?
I say you smell like shit and mothballs.
But
Yeah.
is that all Koreans or just Bobby?
No, I usually just think Chinese people smell like that.
Austin's like, there's a difference between Koreans and just Bobby Lee.
Well, there is.
Yeah.
What about the Japanese? Are they untouched?
They're the worst.
Austin's like hides.
No, I mean the Japanese though are first of all they're very creative and artsy, and they're in terms of technology and industry ahead of the game. But before Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they were the worst in terms of oppression, in terms of taking over other people's
They were
shit.
the Germany of Asia.
They were.
Totally.
Yeah, they were in cahoots
I mean,
with
I
Germany.
think in a lot of ways, honestly, Japan still is really racist. Like, I took Tony we went to Japan when my grandma was dying, and I tried to take him to a soap land, those like massage parlors,
Yeah.
and none of the places would let him in because he's a foreigner.
Oh.
And I was like so embarrassed. I was like, this is a degree of racism that I'm like not about.
How do they treat you?
Normal
Yeah.
until I open my mouth, because I'm fluent in Japanese, but it's weird. So I think they just think I'm like retarded, because it's not an accent. It's just that I don't speak it as fluently as like
Yeah.
someone who grew up there. So I think they're like, what's up with this girl?
I think that they would that's funny that they're racist to a white guy. That's such the opposite in the Philippines. Like if George went to the Philippines, they would throw him over their shoulder and like parade him around town like a fucking prophet. Like the white man always wins in the Philippines for some strange
I
reason.
hate, what do you call them? Expats?
Expats.
Expats? They're the
Expatriates,
fucking
yeah.
worst.
Why?
Because you go to because I spent 2 months in Thailand.
Oh yeah.
You see a 90-year-old white man
Uh-huh.
walking down the street with like a 19-year-old Asian chick
Yeah.
holding hands. It's fucking disgusting.
But do you hate the expats, or let me tell you something. In the Philippines, in the provincial area, they're told to be opportunistic. They're taught to be opportunistic. So these women, it's sort of a use situation. If the man is using her, trust me when I say she's using him equally. So it's not it's mutually beneficial in my eyes. It might be a little bit gross to us because we know that dirty old uncle is that's the only place that he's going to get laid.
what is she going to get out of it sucking ET dick?
No, she gets to come and
What do
be
you
an
get-
American citizen. She gets to migrate to America
All right.
or London or Australia.
It's just gross.
He supports her, probably.
Exactly. And she gets to now petition for her other family members to then come over here and work.
It's not her. I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at these 90-year-old white dude that's like, what the fuck? What gives? You know what I mean? You don't find there's no morality, or you don't feel gross about doing that.
I don't think he should feel gross, because I think Khalyla's right. Like, everybody wins. Everyone's getting what they want.
Let me ask you this then: what
Just
if?
because we think it's gross.
Because
it
I'm a
doesn't
sort of a
mean-
product of that. I mean, not to say that like my...
Wait, what?
I am a product of that. My
Well, a
father
little
was
bit.
36 years older than my mother. So from a distance, you would think that that's exactly the situation at hand,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
But they were married for 22 years, and perhaps she had a little bit of an opportunistic, intent in the beginning, but they did become partners, and they did raise my sister and I really well.
36 years.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
she
well,
was 20.
He was 60.
Yeah, he was 60
Ooh.
when he jizzed in her to make me.
Actually, I'm 30, and I imagine being with a 60-year-old, and that's not that weird.
Yeah.
You have imagined
But she
it?
was 21 and she was very
what?
naive.
Wait, your boyfriend, your husband's not
No,
He's 60 now.
No.
Tony's 75.
He's
75, not 60.
he's 10 years older. But
Yeah.
when I do
Oh,
think
that's
about
not
being
bad.
with a 60-year-old man, like that's not so outlandish. Like
I
I
don't think
could
so.
I could imagine it.
Yeah, same.
Let me ask you this: in your work, have you worked with an older man?
Yeah.
Like how old?
Oh, yeah.
What's the oldest?
The oldest man I've been with is probably not in porn.
Oh, I see. But in porn, maybe. What was the oldest?
Is that
in
a thing
porn?
in porn
Yeah.
with older man with a very young?
There is, but I was never very young in porn, and I always had fake tits. So I never played like that really young
Oh,
role.
yeah.
But I mean, like 60 probably is the oldest guy in porn.
Wait, they have a
but
whole
that's pretty
website
dedicated
dedicated to that you like.
I knew she was going to bring that up. I knew
Yeah,
she was going to bring that up.
Baby.
It's called Olders for Youngers.
Oh yeah, we talked about.
yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
man.
how old are they though?
You know,
Look at Bobby's face.
Are they like grandpa old?
yeah. I mean, you know what? It's for laughs.
I don't
Is
think
it?
so.
Wait,
Yeah,
you were
it-
just shitting on these expats. You're the one that watches the fucking website about expats.
It's a self-hatred
Liar.
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a hell hatred thing.
Oh.
Let's move on. You know what?
I
Let's
feel
move
like,
on.
can we start over?
Why you?
We just shit on like
Everyone
everyone.
just
Wait,
now.
we don't have
Yes.
the Chinese. The Chinese.
I already said
Oh
they
my
smell like
God.
mothballs too.
That's
Oh, them?
obvious.
yeah.
Yeah, but also kind of say something about the Chinese.
Go ahead, get it out there
Right.
now.
Right. First of all, the Chinamen.
No, we call them CMs.
Yeah.
CMs.
The Chinamen, number
CMs.
one. Right. And number two, right? They're chinks.
Oh, God. What's the third one? What's the third racial thing we have to erase after the show?
And number three,
Just say it, Bobby.
ching chunks. I don't know about my.
Oh, if I say
No,
it.
but you know what? Can I just say something? Fucking the Yulin Dog Eating Festival.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just fucked
That
up.
shit's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
I just started sweating.
I'm like sweating so hard from just laughing.
Wait, what dog eating festival?
Oh, you don't know about it?
I thought,
The Yulin
that.
dog
That's
eating.
right. Oh, okay.
It's a
so
Yulin Dog Eating Festival every year, right?
But what
China.
kind of dogs are they?
Oh
eating?
my
They
God!
steal
Give me,
like
give me your phone.
pets.
Give me your
How does
phone.
it matter?
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
we not do this right now?
Well, I
This
have to show her. I have to show her.
My phone's broken.
Asa, so
yeah. Give me
basically,
your phone.
they don't just farm dogs; they steal people's pets. So let's
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they steal people's pets from like gated communities too.
Yeah,
So like actual breed,
dude.
Yeah,
like
Like
a puggle,
like your dog.
You're,
like my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
And
Because I always thought they just ate wild dogs. So I was like,
No,
that's okay.
They eat everything and they price the dogs differently. And what's funny about this is that people who actually defend the Yulin Dog Eating Festival say that, oh, this has been a part of our
shit like that.
a part of our culture for many years. But it hasn't. That's a new thing.
Yeah, and this is how they transport them.
oh my god,
Oh,
that's
shit.
terrible.
It's terrible, and it still goes on. And then when they, actually cook them, they're like this.
Oh, wow.
It's terrible.
I mean, that's not that frightening because they could be any animal at that point. But I mean, like they're
Jesus.
completely skinned and laying on their like they look.
but
like
a lot of these dogs
That's
are pets of
terrible.
people's. They have collars, right? And they have this like this the chain thing, whatever. And they grab them and then and on mopeds and they drive them to the festival and they sell them for $100 or whatever it is. And it's
So what's
fucking
the
wrong.
most expensive one?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Should
but
we just go there? There's this, but it's not all Chinese because there is like a group of Chinese people who are really really against this, who go to Yulin every year and who actually try to buy the dogs to save them.
yeah. But they boil them alive. The way they kill them is
Oh my
crazy.
god!
And the dog is still alive and he's being boiled, right? And he's going, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Why
or
can't they
whatever.
just shoot them?
What?
I mean, I'm not like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
any
yeah.
way supportive of this.
That
but,
wasn't the
like,
best dog
why
impression.
don't- No, but like, why don't they just?
Shoot him like
Yeah, at the very least,
Yeah.
why can't they just shoot them in the head and
I don't
then
know.
boil them?
Because bullets cost money. Boiling water's free.
It's economical.
Yes, it is.
It's economical.
It's economical, But it's that thing has to stop. You know what I mean? And that's bad on China in general, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if the fucking South of the United States had something like that, it would be shame on the country.
I mean, Michael Vick was
Shame on the country.
Yeah,
You know,
and that
and
was
Not too long ago.
we're just as awful with every other animal, though. I mean, pigs are technically more intelligent than dogs.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dogs are like our friends.
Wow, great intellectual answer.
Yeah.
Dogs are our friends.
And we actually do more damage to the environment just by having cows and eating cows.
Yeah, I know, but they're so delicious, you know.
Good, another valid
Thank you.
point. Thank you.
I think in Peru they have a cat eating festival once a year too.
In Peru?
Yeah,
What's their issue?
I don't know. They just like it.
Peruvians.
But just cats?
Yeah.
I'm not quite as against that.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
it's just a personal thing.
No, but look at me right now. Why the
I mean,
fuck?
no offense, because I know you have cats.
I have 3 of them. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But I mean, I'm just, I don't know.
What do you mean? You don't know?
They're not her friends,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but dogs are.
Let me tell you something right now.
I mean, I think it's wrong.
No,
but not
you
as
don't.
wrong.
You don't think it's as wrong.
Bobby's
right?
gonna strike you at any moment.
I'm not gonna strike her at all. She's a friend of mine. Okay, I want to talk about it. Right? What the fuck is your problem? Okay, let me just say something. My fucking cats are like my family.
Wow, awesome.
And if some Peruvian fucker ate my cat,
That would be wrong.
no, that would be an issue.
That would be just as much an issue to me as if someone ate my dog.
Exactly. Okay, well then there you go.
But if
But
it's
what?
just like objectively a cat versus a dog,
All right, your
mean, come
dog
on.
and my cat, Gooner. My cat, Gooner.
well, obviously
it-
we're gonna pick our own pet.
Okay, fine, forget that. But the thing is that they're still like, okay, let's just
Like-
some random dog. Okay, my friend Charlie has a dog, right?
Okay.
And then my friend Katie has a cat.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're both. You get to kill one or the other.
The cat. Easy.
I fucking swear to God, man.
What?
Wow.
What about this? We were talking about this last week. If you're stranded on an island and your partner died, if Tony died, would you eat his body? To keep you alive.
I mean, the logical side of me wants to say yes because I think that's the right thing
Yeah.
to do. I think that's what he would want me to do.
Yes.
But if it actually came down to it, I don't know that I could.
I don't think
He's
I could
upset because I would legit eat him.
And he wouldn't.
That's
He wouldn't.
smart.
He wouldn't eat Khalyla.
He wouldn't eat me. He would just let my body rot and waste.
Because if I'm at that point, right, where you and I are left on an island, you die, right, and I eat you, and then what happens a week later? I'm dead
You get
anyway.
saved. No.
And
The
if-
whole
okay,
point is
oh,
you
so
might
I get saved,
You might
and
get
then-
saved in an hour.
Yeah, I'm on a boat and I go, I hate Khalyla.
What I would
Yeah.
do is I would literally like freezer pack vacuum seal
On an
pack, like
island.
yeah, so that I could have meat for months. So I would chop them up efficiently in the first day
Put
so
them in
that
your
meat
food
doesn't go
saver
bad. Yeah,
that
put
you
them in my food
conveniently
saver.
had.
You probably
Vacuum
use
seal
Good
it.
thing I brought this.
you dry it like jerky, some
Yeah,
of it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I would
Oh.
cure it. But you
With
gotta
the salt water from the sea.
But you gotta, yeah. You gotta make that decision quickly because the meat will go bad, especially if it's in a
Right.
tropical area. So you have to think quick. Like, am I gonna eat him or am I not gonna eat him? You can't deliberate and
All
sit
right,
on
well-
it for a week.
All right, I'm going to say this though.
Yeah.
All right, if you eat me,
Yeah.
and then 40 years later you die, I'll be up in the pearly gates, and we're gonna have a problem.
So you don't even want her to eat you? That's
I just-
selfish.
Yeah, you want me to
That
die?
is really selfish.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Thank you, Asa.
Really
Like,
turned
for-
the tables on you.
I'm just saying, like, for what
I'm being
reason
ganged
would
up
you
on.
not want her to eat
Yeah,
you?
he's already useless to himself.
Because I wouldn't eat her.
No.
I want him to eat me. I
Yeah,
want
but
to
I
keep
don't
him
want to
alive.
eat you. I don't want to eat you. I'll eat your pussy.
I would.
Wait, which is dead. Which is dead.
That's way
Yeah, yeah,
grosser.
I mean,
How would you eat my pussy when I'm dead but not alive?
You don't let me eat her pussy. Fucking, I've been
You know
doing
what
those
he
rape
does?
games too.
Asa, you know what he did the last time? This is what he
Don't say
calls
that.
romance. He's on top of me. He thinks we're making out, and then he pauses and then pulls this long strand of fish guts out of his gums, and he flicks it like over the bed like this,
Like a sailor.
like a sailor. And he thinks that that's somehow like romantic, and we're supposed to proceed.
Sex therapist. Also, what do you
Pretty
think?
Gross. That's pretty gross.
I don't care.
That's his style.
I
That's
mean,
my style.
I wouldn't say it's romantic,
That's
yeah,
fine.
that's just how he does it.
That's
but
how I
that's
rock it.
love, I think.
It's pure love.
Love on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, we forgot about the Vietnamese.
Oh.
No, so love scene. We all were like,
shit.
oh, there's some real
Here
shit.
we
We gotta-
go.
I have no beef with Vietnamese.
Please.
Nah, either. Nah, either. No, here's the thing here's the one thing. I'm going to just say
the
this.
one guy from Vietnam.
No, not the one guy from Vietnam. I'm just going to say one thing, okay? Is that a lot of our stereotypes, though, that are in America is based on the Vietnam War movies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they made so many of them. They made Platoon, with
Hard Metal Jacket.
yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal
Yeah.
Jacket.
Hard
Yeah.
Metal
I think that's the one you were in.
That would be way
Yeah.
more appropriate of
Yeah,
an
that was
name,
for you.
Apocalypse Now. I mean, the list goes on,
Yeah.
right? And I think a lot of the stereotypes come from those types of movies. That's the only thing I have against them. But they
though. That's what you have against them.
Yeah. Why would you
It's not even.
I mean, against. That's it. I don't have anything against anything. Hollywood, then. I'm against Hollywood.
he's already gotten in trouble from the Vietnamese community, so he's just trying to save himself. Like he's had to officially apologize to them.
I did.
As a group.
I won't.
I called them
reopen
jungle
that.
Asians
He called
like
them jungle
12,
Asians.
15 years ago, and I had to apologize. And it's like,
But that's what they are.
Oh, Asa comes out the gates. True.
listen, we're all one people. We're all human beings.
There it is.
And our cultures, I mean,
But we
It's
are.
all bullshit. He tried to act through it.
I tried.
This is the real Bobby. When he's tired.
I tried to fucking do it. I tried to you know what I mean? Put
feel like-
Band-Aids on it.
We've talked shit about enough races now that
No,
it
we
would
haven't.
Be,
We're not
it-
done.
We're
It's
still-
more racist to not talk about everyone. At
Yeah,
this point.
yeah. Indians.
Do you guys really call
Let's
that
go
Asian?
India.
You still call that Asian?
No.
He calls them mud Asians.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
No, I don't.
So we're jungle Asians.
I love
Jungle-
Gandhi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Gandhi.
We're jungle Asians.
Yeah.
So what are Korean, Japanese? What kind of Asian? Just
Snow
yellow-
Asians?
Snow
Oh,
Asians.
Ooh,
Snow
that
Asians.
definitely
But
sounds
why
like the
why
best.
mud? Because of monsoons?
I never
color,
called them
right?
mud Asians.
Oh, maybe it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. I never called them mud
Seems
Asians.
like something you would say.
No, it's not. I love them.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I think they're, it's kind of like Russians. Are they Asian?
They're Eurasian.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
Eurasian, yeah.
So I feel like it's like one of those things. Like technically, well, you're on Asia. But,
Yeah.
They're white as fuck.
But I don't know that What do they
Like Iraq.
check on the SATs?
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
when they do that?
I think they
Perfect.
just put in SATs it's just Caucasian.
Caucasian,
right?
yeah.
Indian?
No,
Oh,
not,
no,
in-
no,
not
no,
in-
no,
Indians
Asian.
say Asian.
Yeah, they have to
Okay.
say
Yeah,
Asian because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
technically still South Asian.
Yeah.
Right.
My
Yeah.
parents never liked Indians
Why?
because they.
Oh, here he goes. He's trying to keep a straight face.
No, this is a true thing, right?
Okay, go ahead,
You're
go.
basically gonna say how you feel.
But just say it's my parents,
It's
but it's
my
really
parents.
Bobby Lee's thoughts.
I'm not. I'm fucking not. Right? This is what they told me.
Go ahead.
Right? No, they own clothing stores. My parents used to own clothing stores.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they would be the only ones that would steal.
So try to say Indian steal.
Indians?
Yeah.
No,
Indians
Indians don't
steal?
steal.
No, but
Indians do not.
they stole
steal.
from my parents.
Maybe they just had beef with your parents.
And they browse for a long time. They don't buy. And they want to also negotiate.
I feel like
Negotiate
that's
the-
everybody.
Every Filipino.
In America, if you go to Best Buy,
What's wrong with
whenever-
browsing?
No.
when you go to Best
That's
Buy,
what 90% of people are doing.
That's what.
when you go to Best Buy, right, and it says like a computer is like
Yeah.
you're $1,200.
Yeah.
You don't negotiate the price down.
They'll do it.
You do?
Yeah, they'll put a little scratch intentionally on it because
Yeah.
this is what my Jewish stepdad does. Like if he wants a
Jews,
shirt,
let's
he'll
talk
like
about the
rip
Jews.
off he'll rip
Nice
off a
segue,
button.
nice
It's
segue.
like weird to the Jews.
He does what? He goes,
He'll rip off a button out of the
And they
shirt.
throw a penny. It's $1,200, but they throw a penny.
stop saying they throw pennies. They don't throw pennies. All right, Jews.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! We're in so much trouble.
All right, Jews.
Oh my god!
Do you guys know any
Yeah.
Hmong people?
Mom,
Oh my god! I do.
They're good, right?
mom.
They don't do anything wrong. I feel like they're low key Asians.
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, Asa doesn't even acknowledge.
Are they
your-
even human?
Hey, the people of Hmong, they don't. Asa doesn't acknowledge you. You keep knocking the camera
I'm
over.
sorry.
I'm dying.
No,
This is the racist hour
yeah,
with Tiger Belly.
Hmong are good people. Hmong are good people.
Yes, we should start over.
No,
shouldn't we?
they were displaced. No, right?
The Hmong were, yeah.
Yeah, they were in the mountainous regions of China,
Khalyla, can you drop some real knowledge on Hmong people?
right? And they were driven up by the right, and then they, like a lot of them ended up in Cleveland or whatever. They did. 'Cause
Yeah,
you see a lot of
actually, yeah.
Cleveland. You see a
Really?
lot of them in northern California a lot.
we have a lot in like Westminster, right? Where like you got a lot of Vietnamese there and stuff.
Khalyla, I'm gonna pull through with you. These two are done. Khalyla, me and you conversation.
I don't think there's recovering from this.
I feel
There
like
is. This is great. This is great.
Okay.
This is fine.
this is great.
This is great.
This episode goes out to Donald Trump.
Yeah, this is Donald Trump.
This is for you, all you Donald supporters.
He
Yeah,
should
yeah,
just
yeah.
basically hire all of us to campaign for him.
All right. So listen, focus. All right.
We didn't get the Mexicans or the whites.
Yeah.
There's a white and a Mexican
But
here.
whites are so hard to offend because I think there's so many stereotypical things about whites, but it like doesn't get to them. I feel like
There's nothing to stick.
a
Like
white
cracker
friend of
doesn't
mine-
work.
no,
but
you
a-
could be like, haha, you wear shorts in the winter. Like, is that
Yeah, it
hurtful?
doesn't-
or Tivas.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that really that?
What does offend a
hurtful?
white person is when you call them racist. Then they get
Not
Right.
really. I think they're
Right?
proud of that.
George, you're
Deep
George.
down.
Hey,
No,
George.
no, no.
George,
Deep
you are
down, they're
racist,
like,
right?
Yeah. Yes,
See?
we are. And
George
thank
is
you. No, but a white friend of mine said that the one painful thing you can say to a white guy is that their opinions don't matter. I'm like, what? That's not even a racist slur. He's like, no, white people hate when you tell them their thoughts and opinions like don't matter.
Wait, but isn't that everyone?
no, because
Hey, Khalyla, your thoughts don't matter.
because
Are you
they
white?
have, and he tried to.
I'm the same way.
I don't know how he explained it because he's like at the top tier.
What do you mean top tier?
Wait, who is
Like,
it?
Just say Vin Diesel.
no, Alex. Alex told me that.
But like the thing, I think, doesn't it have to be like specific to white people?
Yeah.
it does have to be.
I mean,
yeah.
it's like everyone has opinions.
Because with
I
us, we
would-
have the physical stuff too, right?
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
eyes, the short. You know what I mean? Then we have the stereotypical stuff that
Yeah.
they rag on, and then with men, our dick size and all that stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like, and then they have also behavioral stuff, right? So they have an arsenal of things to rip us apart.
yeah.
You know, and you know what used to drive me crazy is when I used to watch Def Jam and see black comics do it back in the 90s when I wasn't even a comedian. I would watch that and I'd be like, really, you're making fun of our dick size? And they would do the accent and you're like, dude, like you know what I mean? I'm a minority too. You know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, I think that's one of the reasons why maybe I did comedy, you know, because we need voices, but it's like, you know, it's like, anyway, you know, white people don't have anything. You can't say that you guys, I mean, but, you know, in terms of like atrocities in the world, right? You guys were responsible for many of it. Oh, really? Like the Holocaust?
Why are you angry at
George.
George?
Right? Like the Holocaust? Right?
Very specific white people.
What?
Very specific white people.
Yeah. What are you getting angry for?
Oh, George.
Yeah.
That's what you get to them.
White people also kill very specific other white people. Armenian genocide, 2 white peoples.
Oh my god, you got George
Oh
angry.
my god, I got George coming
Two
angry. Oh
people
my god,
and
see,
it's-
that's what
White
happens.
on
That's what
white.
happens.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
what
get scared
happens
of a
when-
white man.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
scared.
So
I
maybe
just got
you're
scared.
right. Maybe it is to call them
Racist.
racist.
Yeah. That's
But
what it
that's
is.
still like
Or
that's-
evil, or you say that they're evil or they're bad people.
or that they
something
own
like
all
that.
the serial killers because they do.
Yeah.
Sort
But
of.
that's kind of cool.
Also,
I mean, come on.
you're very
is.
flip floppy on everything right now.
Serial killers are kind of cool.
Okay.
Like if there were like a really notorious Japanese serial killer,
The Yakuza.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of proud of him. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I mean, there was that Japanese guy who was a foreign exchange student, I think in the Netherlands or something, where he ate his roommate, a white chick.
Oh.
And he had so much money, right? His parents did, that they flew him back to Japan.
Oh!
And he never got in trouble.
And they
he's
protected him?
famous.
Yeah, he's famous.
actually a really famous author now.
Yeah.
And he
He
that
ate a
guy's
white
famous.
person.
Yeah.
How
And
dope
he
is that,
never
though?
got in trouble.
But Japan
pretty
protected him.
dope.
They never.
That's
Well,
what are their
I
extradition
think
laws?
something happened because he was a foreign exchange student. I think he had to be tried in Japan. It was something weird like that.
Yeah,
where
because
like
he's technically. But if you commit a crime in that country, you have to be extradited in that country unless they have different extradition laws. Like for instance, like I think that like Switzerland is different from France, different from England. That's
Look it
why
up,
Roman
look it up, look it up.
Polanski went to France because France doesn't have to extradite him, and that's
Yeah.
why
I think it was in France actually. This
It could have been
guy.
in France, yeah. You know, I think it was in France.
Yeah.
100% in France, I think.
But for some reason, he had to get shipped back to Japan
Because his
And-
dad is affluent,
and be
I
tried
think.
there, and they were like, "It's cool."
Yeah.
What are
ate
you
a white
guys'
person.
thoughts on Roman Polanski and his 13-year-old?
What are the details?
Yeah, I was like, okay, Khalyla, can you give us some background?
You know who Roman Polanski is, obviously.
Well,
A grown man fucking
Wait, Gilbert.
13-year-old isn't
Gilbert.
enough for us
Who
to
is Roman
convict him.
Polanski?
Politician.
No, stop.
It sounds like a
Yeah, it
politician.
sounds like
Stop.
one.
So,
That'd be a great
Roman
politician
Polanski, you don't know anything about him.
No.
Okay. He was a director. Okay. He directed many movies like Rosemary's Baby,
Haven't seen it.
Chinatown,
Pianist.
The Pianist.
Oh, I've seen Pianist.
Okay.
That was
And-
based on, partially based on his life.
That's
and
real.
he was a,
Oh,
he
Yeah,
was,
in Nazi Germany.
he
Or
was
Nazi
a,
Poland.
He was a Polish kid who was a Polish Jew who lived through the Holocaust. His mom was actually in Auschwitz, I think.
Okay.
And he became a director, right? And he came to the United States. He had some hits like Rosemary's Baby, I think Cul-de-sac, you know.
Cul-de-sac's one.
And then he married a woman,
Sharon Tate.
and
When she
Charlie
was
Manson
pregnant.
killed her.
When she was like 8 months pregnant or 9 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant?
Yeah.
So he had rented a house here somewhere in like, LA, and Charles Manson and his minions basically did some
Well,
like,
Charles wasn't
ritualistic
actually there.
killing.
Yeah, his minions actually.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
minions did it.
And also in the same house was the heir to the Folger.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they took her blood and put pig on the wall, and that's
Yeah.
why Charlie Manson is so famous because of that. And then Roman Polanski, right, had sex with a 13-year-old girl, like maybe 6 or 7 years
In
later.
1977.
1977.
Yeah.
And then he
What
had-
happened?
But what was the
happened because of that?
context? Like,
so
were they in
this
love?
this is what happened. So apparently she was the daughter of a model actress friend, and he asked the mom, who was a model actress, like, "Hey, can I photograph your daughter?" And then the daughter accepted, and
I mean, who wouldn't? It's Roman
yeah,
Polanski.
exactly. So they actually were in the house of what's his name, Jack Nicholson's house, but he was out of town. And he started taking photographs of her, and he offered her a little bit of a drink, but he gave her a Quaalude. So very Bill
Yeah.
Cosby type of way.
yeah.
Oh, I think it's wrong.
And then
And just to put you in a reference is that he was as big as someone like J.J. Abrams.
Or Woody
At that
Allen.
time in the
Oh,
70s.
I see what
Or
you're
Woody
saying.
Allen.
In the 70s. He was
Yeah,
a
Woody Allen.
huge director. He was always in the fucking tabloids.
I wish this happened now. I mean, I don't wish it ever happened, but like, how much more exciting would it be if, like, because I mean,
A
it happened
scandal?
back then; it was a big deal. But I think if this were to happen now,
crazy.
it would be a
like if
really
Steven
Huge.
Spielberg
deal.
now
Oh
was caught
my
with something
God.
like that, it'd be
But
over.
Woody Allen was.
What about Woody Allen, though?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
true.
that's-
But still, it's
He's not
still
as
not
big.
today. And
that was still, they're still together though.
but Roman
Yeah.
Polanski
No,
is
not
really,
that one.
What?
Mia Farrow's daughter.
Yeah,
her actual
the Asian
daughter.
girl,
The
the
Asian
Asian
one.
daughter.
No. He's married to the Asian one.
Yeah, he's married to the Asian one.
But there's another one
oh,
who's claiming that, and I
Is
think
she
she's
Asian too?
actually Mia Farrow's daughter.
Oh, no.
She's white.
Oh, she's white.
And she's saying that when she was 5 years old or whatever, super young, Woody Allen would fuck her in the attic. And Woody Allen's defense is that he's claustrophobic and he would never fucking go into an attic.
And I believe him.
I believe him too.
I believe him.
But
Yes, agree.
also, I'm so biased. Like, I love Woody
I know, I
Allen.
love his
what
movies, too.
wins, claustrophobia or like horniness?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true. He had boner brain.
I think boner brain will get you through really weird situations.
that's
you
so
know?
true.
It's a difficult thing when you have someone that creates great art, but then they do atrocious things, right? It's like I can't throw away my Cosby fucking show DVDs.
You could.
You
You could.
really
literally
I know.
could.
Really like him though. He's a bad guy though.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it was just a joke what I just said. But my point is that like someone like Roman Polanski, he fucked a 13-year-old girl,
But
right?
not beyond that, babe. If you watch his documentary, he lived a really hard life.
Right.
And he was a guy who made it out of Nazi Poland and who, went through a huge a long stage of starvation where
Yeah,
he couldn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
find his father. His mom was in the gas chamber.
And that's all before his pregnant wife was
Murdered by
murdered.
Charles Manson. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you're thinking that he was owed
no,
a 13-year-old
no,
girl?
I don't think so at all.
Here's some tight pussy for you.
He's like, you know what? At this point, I deserve this pussy. Here's a Quaalude.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just what they did in the 70s, was just Quaalude and drink.
Yeah.
Right.
And God, I'm telling you now, I'm guessing so many big names got away with it. I'm telling you now, probably I'm not making any claims,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Jack Nicholson and all those guys were like, holy shit, we didn't get caught. Because
Right.
that was probably part of like
Well,
that was a
what's-
And
sport
if
in the
you think
70s.
Drew Barrymore wasn't fucking at 11,
Yeah.
you're a fool.
Yeah.
You think she was fucking at 11?
She
Yeah.
was in rehab by the time she was 11.
What would that?
Yeah.
What about
She was
Great
fucking-
Balls of Fire guy? What's his name?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee
True.
Lewis.
And that was his cousin.
Yeah, that was his
14-year-old cousin he married.
Mm-hmm.
14. If that happened now, he'd be lynched.
But they were in love.
They
were in
I do
love.
think
Yeah.
love makes it different.
Love
That's like
on
Yeah.
Netflix.
She loved him, and he loved tight pussy.
But the Roman Polanski chick,
Is everyone delirious right
yeah,
now?
I think so.
the Roman Polanski girl now claims that, what he did was wrong, but it was really blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's blown out of proportion?
Maybe
like,
it was
you
mutual a
either-
little bit, maybe.
I think blown out of proportion is just a matter of like how damaged you were by it.
Yeah.
Because she could very well be so damaged now, and then it would be a big
Well,
deal.
she made a
But
career
because
from
she
it.
isn't, right?
Oh, she wrote a book. She's an author,
Yeah. And Gilbert also, he hasn't been in America since 1977. So these movies he's done after 1977 have been European movies.
Oh,
He hasn't been here.
I think you have a point though, Khalyla. Like I don't think that any of that stuff excuses what he did, but yeah, like he's clearly not like a mentally healthy person. I mean, how
No,
the
but he,
odds that he is like
no, but he's got
seriously
he's
narrow.
got kids that he loves now. He has a wife that he,
Yeah.
you know.
In his
but
documentary,
like,
he
must
cries.
be fucked up somehow
Yeah.
to go through all that shit.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a scar. He's scarred. He's a scarred man. You can't go through something like that.
But he's a smart man.
He's very smart.
Very smart, bright.
And he seems so meek and sweet
Yeah.
in his interviews. Like, he just seems like a small, like, petite, like, sweet man. He doesn't seem like that. Cosby, to me, seems creepy.
Yeah, he is creepy.
Cosby looks like a creep to me.
Well, now, yeah, especially.
But Roman Polanski's so cute.
Yeah. And also, Gilbert, you should
So
just
is Woody
know
Allen.
Yeah, he
things
is
like
cute.
Roman Polanski.
You know,
and
I
shit
don't
like
know
that.
a lot of things.
I know, but my point is that, like, why don't you? Get your shit together.
I'm sorry.
Gilbert's on a new dating app.
What's it called?
It's for you guys. I'm doing it for you guys.
What is it called?
It's called eastmeeteast.com.
Only
Is it
Asians.
Asians on Asians.
Mm-hmm.
And they even did the wrong thing. It's not even East meets Eats. It's East meet East.
Oh, it doesn't say meats.
No.
Did you match with anybody yet?
I'm hot shit on there.
Can I see some of the people you matched with?
I ran out of my trial.
They
but I think I
probably
can pull
don't
it
know
up.
you have no money.
Oh, right. You have to pay
that's,
for it?
That's the thing about this site. It's the first thing they ask you is what's your salary?
Like
That's
all
so
Asian,
Asian.
yeah,
The
Asian
Oh
first
my
thing,
God,
girls.
it's
what's your
so
salary?
Asian.
Where did you go to school? And then all the other stuff comes. in.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
my
and then
God.
they break it down by ethnicity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So right now I'm really into
Did they have
Indonesian
Hmong?
girls. Hmong was there. I didn't click on it.
Why? Why didn't you pick Hmong?
Okay, I'm gonna apologize to all the Hmong people, but I've seen one Hmong girl.
Yeah.
And I'm just basing their whole nation on that.
Why don't?
What does she look
I
like?
would just select all.
Like if
Yeah,
it was
me too.
if it was me, but
Yeah.
darker and the eyes weren't open.
Nick, do you have an option where you can select all?
Yeah.
Just do that.
do
Select
it.
all,
I
Gilbert.
Select
never
all just to
know.
be
I unchecked it.
liberal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw in are Indian girls there?
No
Yeah.
Indians.
That's interesting.
But they allow Latino girls on there.
What?
Very confusing. And white guys can go on there too to find Asian girls.
No.
I hate that.
Oh, hell
I hate
Oh
George
my
is
that.
God, that
dancing.
makes me so
You're
furious.
on it.
No, I
Get off.
Get off of it, George.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
I'm gonna snatch that phone out your hand,
Let me
George.
tell you. So can
gonna try to pull it
white
up.
girls get on it to find Asian guys?
Yeah, because there was one girl who messaged me who was white.
Well, then there we go. There's
So
I
then
don't-
why
I
the
don't want-
hell
I-
is it called Eat Meat East? Or East Meat? East Meat
Just thought it's
East.
so Asian right now. Why is it cutting me to East Mist?
Also, can you imagine there was this site called like White Meat White?
yeah.
And there probably is like Christian mingle.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's
mostly
basically
white, right?
white. Yeah.
Yeah. So wow. So white people are on it who
There's
have
white
fetishes.
We don't know if they have fetish. What if
No,
there's
100%. What? So they're just there to hopefully find a white person,
For sure.
like a lottery
For
system.
sure, a white person on Eat Meat East Meat.
Hey, for sure, be
so
less
hard to
Asian.
say.
Just be less Asian right now.
For sure, a white person on that Asian dating app is like undateable.
You think he
Yeah.
is?
Oh, out of the question.
Why?
The sheer fact that he found a website called East Meets East
Yeah.
is disturbing.
Okay,
Yeah.
and let me ask you this. Okay, I'm a white guy. Okay, I look like Tom Hardy.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay,
Well, you-
and I'm like, I like Asian chicks.
Yes.
Right.
We'll
Right.
take you.
So, well, then there you
I'm
go.
already sold. Like
Oh, oh.
whatever the rest of it.
well,
Yes.
then there you go.
Yeah, but come on, they're not gonna look like Tom Hardy,
No,
No.
but I've seen a
and they're
lot.
not gonna be Tom Hardy.
They're not real life. That's not real life.
Yeah.
Okay, a guy that resembles him. You know what I mean?
No.
All right.
That's not real life either.
Yeah.
There's no one. There's no other Tom Hardy.
Oh my
Ugh.
God.
Get it
Happens
together,
in real
Bob.
Get
life.
it together, ladies. You fucking swallow
So
the
who
pill.
have you matched with? You said
I'm
Indonesian.
trying to pull it up. I've never met an Indonesian girl, but all the hot ones are Indonesian. I don't know why. Filipino girls, a lot of them are heavy on this site.
Oh really? We have heavy Filipinos. Yes, we do in America. We do. Not so much in.
What about the
Philippines.
Koreans?
I think Filipino is the hottest Asian.
I haven't matched with any Koreans. I think she explains to me why though.
With who?
Because the money thing?
No,
Yeah.
I think Koreans look down on.
Did you put
Filipinos.
your real
No, Koreans
salary?
Yes,
look down on
nah.
Oh,
Filipinos.
I put my
That's not
actual
what it
thing. I
is.
said I just put 0. I'm an actor and I have no money, but I still got shit. But it was from like Vietnamese girls, Indonesian girls, way too many Hmong girls, but I had to uncheck them all. Is that bad?
Yes, that's bad.
Pretty
I'm sorry.
bad, yeah.
I'm sorry. And
That's
yeah.
so weird they don't have Indian. That's
Yeah,
really
that-
weird
and
to
it's
me.
racist.
I don't like the Asian, the Chinese girls on there either. because
Why?
None of them are
Who
American.
do you like?
There's this one
You've
guy on there.
literally
There's one
not
guy on
named-
there named
You like the
Bill.
white girls?
I really like Bill on there.
Basically, you're there for the white
no,
people.
Indonesians.
Switch to Grinder, Gilbert.
Philip-
Let's get real.
I'll just do Grinder.
Yeah.
It'll be easier.
But you've never gone on a date on that side. Is there okay? What happens? You match? Is it like Tinder where there's a message
There's a
board?
lot of message talking. Yeah.
right. So a lot of it's, but you have to pay to be on it.
Yeah. In my trial right now, but I'm
How
gonna pull up the
much?
list so you can see. It's like I think 100 a year.
That's not bad.
Big, only
okay.
guys have to pay.
That's
Is that fucked up?
fucking
Is
No,
that kind
I'm
of
okay
fucked
with
up?
that.
up.
Only guys have to. Yes, only guys have to pay always. If you go to a swingers party, only guys have to
Yeah.
pay.
Are you a feminist?
It's not
it's
even
just-
about
it's a-
feminism.
Yeah, it's about the ratio that's actually going to show up. If you have, you're selling. Most of the people that are going to log onto here, believe it or not, are men. Like you're going to have a lower ratio of women if you have them pay. Women are just like no, just it's ingrained in our brain for some reason that
We're not going to pay for a dating app.
yeah.
That's just not going to happen. We could yell out the window and
Yes,
get
laid.
fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
Let
Let
me
me
see.
look.
Oh, that one just looks really like frightening, Gilbert.
Wait,
Let
you
me- let me-
guys.
let me- let me-
Is
let
this
me
on
look.
camera?
All the Filipino girls are so dark on there.
Oh no,
Okay, this
dark
one-
is
this
good.
one-
You're fucking racist to your own people.
Wait for Bobby.
It's a fucking ghost.
Which
this
one?
This one looks like a fucking ghost.
Which one?
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah.
don't show the
I don't-
cameras.
I'm not gonna look at the
Jesus,
camera.
man.
Okay.
All right, babe.
No. Look. How the fuck do you even know what she looks like? She has a blanket on her face.
I noticed all the
She's
Chinese.
probably a hooker.
All
Yeah.
the Chinese girls do that. They always like cover themselves.
If they're
with
covering
a
their
blanket.
face, they're a hooker.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think you're on a
Also,
hooker site.
what is that?
The bottom one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Filipino. I
Let
told
me
you.
see.
Oh yeah.
And I'll hide it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a Filipino man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't trust anything on that site that's Filipino.
Wait. So you matched with those girls?
No, that's just like some of the list. The ones that matched are the ones that are smiles.
Oh, this
Oh.
Filipino's hot.
Let me see.
Which one? I'll tell you if that's the one I meant.
She's from Murrieta, California.
Let me see.
Is that the long-haired one?
She's okay.
No, she's
okay.
she's a what is she? She's a cosmetologist.
So what you?
Oh,
wait. What's
you
the
know.
what's the thing of the?
What are you judging?
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
That's someone also poor like me.
Oh, really?
East
what
meets
is the
meet
cosmetologist a makeup artist?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
but it's
her-
hard to get into makeup.
Her
Yeah,
hair.
totally.
For editorial.
Yeah.
But I feel like they make a really good living, especially if you work in LA.
What about the ones
make
in
a good
porn?
living if the ones that do well, and everybody else not doing well.
Yeah.
Because you have to like get with an agency, and like a lot of like the good jobs are they're not even paying people. They're just doing it for their resume.
Oh, really?
So
I don't know that many.
I think porn makeup artists like make a lot more than like your average makeup artist.
Oh, do they?
Wait,
Because at
porn
least they're
makeup.
getting paid.
What they get paid more than like a movie makeup artist?
No, like not a movie makeup artist, because I think like the makeup artists that are working are it's kind of like acting. I think
Is it? So they have a
like
union.
the ones who are known are making money and everyone else is not.
You have an agent too, right? I don't know how it works.
Mark Spiegler.
Yeah,
You
Mark.
guys
Yeah, I
know
like
him?
him. Yeah.
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 So what does he take 10%? Is that like normal?
So he takes 10% of all my money.
Great. I mean, that's what agents
Well,
do
you laughed.
generally.
Everything.
Of everything.
10% is actually not bad.
It's not
90
bad.
and I get 10. No, I'm kidding. But actually, now that I'm with Wicked, he doesn't get anything.
Why? Because you got that deal on your own.
Well, and also, yeah, basically, like once you're under contract, it's like, because he's not working for me, you know.
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
didn't he not get you the wicked thing?
Not directly. No.
Mm,
Also, he's my friend.
yeah. Well, you know what happened to me, right? I didn't
What?
have an agent,
I thought
like,
you were with CAA.
no, I was, but back when I got
still
Mad
is.
TV,
Yeah.
I didn't have an agent, right? So I couldn't get an agent.
How'd you get that job then?
Because of my manager,
Boom.
who I'm still with, right? So she had a client who was a producer on Mad, Lauren Dombrowski. So I got the audition through Lauren, and then what happened was the day I tested for the show, which, you know, you go to the network and you audition for the network, Gersh called me and they said, hey, we're negotiating your contract. I go, who the fuck are you? We're the Gersh agency. I go, yeah, but what's what? They're like, yeah. And then my manager goes, you have to sign with them.
What?
Because if you
It's
sign
part
with
of the
them,
package?
if you sign with them, then they're gonna get you movies and all this other stuff.
Gersh is
right?
good too.
So I signed with them. They did 1 day of negotiating. They got 8 years of 10% of my money every week for doing 1 day of work.
They didn't start with you.
What?
They didn't even start with you.
No,
Your
they
manager, yeah.
showed up the day I got the fucking show.
Yeah.
And so when I left, I left. They didn't really do much. You know what I mean?
How long was that contract for?
Well, I mean, they got 8 years of Mad TV.
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
Right.
Because they did the negotiation.
Right.
Right. So they made thousands of
Did
dollars.
they get you other work?
I mean, I got Harold Kumar, but it's
Oh.
like, yeah, but I got that one scene. Like, who gives a fuck?
That was
Yeah,
funny.
but
That was
everyone knows
everyone
that
knows
scene.
that scene.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, though, that, like, did they do that? Or
No.
was it because I was on Mad TV and because I was already
Right,
on
right,
their
right.
radar? I
Like,
mean,
did
who
they
knows?
did they get a call like,
Yeah.
hey, we heard you represent Bobby Lee?
Yeah, like, I never even went inside the building ever before.
Oh wow.
At least with CAA, they have meetings with me. They give me coffee.
Yeah.
And they show me, like, paperwork. Like, this is what we're tracking, what we're trying to do for you.
And they're
it's
like,
like-
the best, right? I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? They're all the same thing. I mean, I love my guys, but I really do. I love my guys, but I don't want to talk about.
So before we started the podcast, we were talking in the living room, and you and Asa agreed on something. So with you, this is what I noticed when it comes to work. You cry when you're not working, but when you finally do get work, you cry even more.
Yeah.
You're never
what?
happy
Yeah.
with what you have. Like, explain to me that process and why that happens.
Okay. I cry right when I don't have work because I want to work. Okay. And I cry when I have work because it's usually work I don't necessarily wanted to do, but that's what's given to me.
But then when you're doing the work you want to do, you
I still cry.
because you're scared that that's the last thing you're ever going to do.
Yeah.
That I get it.
I'm never happy.
So when are you
I'm the
winning? When
same.
do you feel like you're winning?
I just discovered this recently. I'm winning when I'm looking back in hindsight.
Okay.
Like I can be happy for myself 3 years ago, but at the time it was all anxiety of
Yeah.
like either it's going to disappear or it was so slow that should I get a job, or I was so busy that I was having a nervous breakdown because I never got time off. Like it was never, I never was like, oh, I feel like really cool right now.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I can be happy for myself.
That's true. That's true. I do that a lot. Like I remember, I missed that when I remember when I was doing that thing I missed. I was complaining the whole time. I was
Right.
spitting on the ground,
Right.
telling the people to fuck off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get out of my
Like
face.
in disbelief that people are asking so much of you.
Yeah.
a perfect example is let's say he was offered an audition, offered to read for a part. He'll then come home, cry, and be like, "What the fuck? Why do I even have to audition still?" So then they'll say, "Okay, don't audition." They offer him the part. And then now he's pissed because he's like, well, I don't even know it. I should have auditioned so I can know the part better. So he flip-flops so much that I never know when he's actually happy. So I always ask him,
Never.
what makes
No, but
you
I'm
happy?
going to say this.
what is
I'm going to
the-
say this right now. All right? I love you guys. Okay, shut the fuck up. I love you guys. Okay? I want to say this
That's
right
the
now.
kind of I love you that I was talking about.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. For real.
Yeah.
But I love you.
Carry on. Love on Netflix. On Netflix.
But I have to honestly say, doing love
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
I am not even kidding you, is the closest I've come to actually loving what I'm in.
Wow.
Why? Like, what do you think is about it that allows you to feel that way?
because it's the first time where they asked me to come in and talk about who I am as a person, and they wrote the role around me. You know what I
True
mean? So it's
narcissist.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
all
I'm being-
narcissistic
Damn.
reasons.
not only that, right? But it's also like, it's Judd Apatow, right? It's these people that Paul Ross, people that I like,
Great writers,
right?
yeah.
Great writers, and my friend Dave King is a writer there, and he's. It's like I show up and I go, can I say it this way?
Cool.
And they go, yeah, say it that way. However it feels natural. Whereas you could do most things like, no, say it exactly the way you fucking wrote it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll do it that way, but it's not fun, right? So it's like, and also I'm around Gillian, which all my scenes are with Gillian, and she's so cool. She really is. She's like the nicest person I've ever worked
She
with.
seems really cool.
She's like so cool, and she's fun, and she makes me laugh, and she's like, yeah, like no issues, no
Easy.
Hollywood.
She's easy.
She's easy,
Yeah.
right? So I think this is the only thing. I mean, Mad TV was fun, but that was a shit show. I mean, in retrospect, it wasn't, right? But
In retrospect.
at the time, right, people were saying that Mad TV is SNL's bitch, right?
Yeah.
Mad TV was so much funnier.
I understand that. People say that. But when you left Mad TV, like when I did, and you left SNL, you could see the difference between the love.
From casting.
Yeah, it's like you leave SNL, we'll get you're in movies, deals, this and that. You leave Mad TV, you're waiting in line at auditions, right? And you're going on the road, and you got nothing going on.
So you could really see it.
You know what I mean? I mean, and now thank God for Keegan, you know what I mean, and Jordan for Key and Peele, and Ike Barinholtz's success, and Will and Alex Borstein. All these guys, you know what I mean, after Mad TV have paved, you know what I mean, really good careers, right? And they're credible, you know what I mean, entities now. And it's like, they did that. I think they changed the perception, you know what I mean? But at the time, we were like fucking, Hmong.
Oh shit! God. At least it was full circle. At least it was full circle.
So do you think it's possible that it's not even? Because I think for me the unhappiness is like deep inside of me. I don't think it's anything that's like. I don't think the outside world can affect it. I think I'm just always going to be unhappy about what's going on right now. But do you think for you, is it possible that literally like this is just the first time you've ever really liked your role?
I think so because he's a tough read, man. Just this past week alone, he's actually gotten a lot of offers, and I've never heard him cry more in my life, more in our relationship
Like
than last week.
sad cry?
I mean, he'll say things like, I love you. Okay, I'll love you,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But I'm going to say what you said last night. Okay. He'll say things like this. He's like,
Okay.
I don't
Wait.
Are there rules to
Wait.
this?
Shut,
No, I'm not
shut the
gonna-
fuck. No, shut up. Shut up for a second. Okay. I love you, but shut the fuck up.
On
All right?
Netflix, season 2.
Yeah. All right.
can I just say
No, I'm if you bring up Harrison Ford,
I will.
no, I don't know.
Oh, do it.
If
Come
you
on.
bring up Harrison Ford, I'm gonna snap,
Snap. I'm okay with that. You've snapped on me all week.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
I'll take my chance.
and I'm gonna have to. I have a position that I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Right.
I want to hear both sides.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Wow.
so last night, he's like, I don't even know why I have to memorize these lines. I was like,
No,
well,
that's not what I said.
Let it go.
And-
Let it go.
Yeah,
That's not what I said.
Word for word, he's like, I don't understand why I
Not
have
word
to.
for word because that's not what I said.
Because he had difficulty with one sentence, and he was getting frustrated. So I was like, well, that's what the writers wrote, so that's what you have to read.
Right.
And he was like, well, Harrison Ford and Marlon Brando would tell writers to be like, I'm not saying that. I'm like, yeah, except, sweetie, you're not Harrison Ford or Marlon Brando.
Before they were them, though.
But he thinks he can.
No, what I'm saying is this,
Do
right?
you know that for a fact, though?
Yeah, I know that it's like Harrison Ford doesn't want to say certain things, so he just makes it more clear the way he wants to say it, and he says that stuff. I think that's a known fact, right?
Oh, really?
And he's always been like that. Yeah. Okay.
But doesn't that just depend on the director? Like some directors will allow that.
That's
and some
why.
don't?
That's why you don't see Harrison Ford in an Aaron Sorkin movie, because Aaron Sorkin's writing is
Very
you have to say
particular.
everything word for word, right?
Who's Aaron Sorkin?
He did
The Social
The
Network.
West Wing,
West
Social
Wing.
Network.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fast paced.
All right, guys like David Fincher, right? He does a million takes, right? And I mean, from what I heard, Jake Gyllenhaal, right after he did Zodiac, didn't want to work with him after that because it was a
Oh.
nightmare, right? Because
I
he had to
think
do 1,000
I think
takes.
I've heard an interview where he said that.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if you were
so
a
my
writer,
point is
Asa-
that it's Jake Gyllenhaal's right? I'm not saying I'm as talented as him. I suck. Let's just throw that out there. I'm a bad actor, and I don't even deserve to work. Okay, let's just put that out there.
God,
Okay,
no one's
just listen to me
saying that.
right now.
You're just
Okay,
not Harrison
but what I'm saying,
Ford.
I'm not saying that either. Okay, what the fuck I'm saying, I'm sorry for yelling. What the fuck I'm saying is this: is that if Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't want to do a David Fincher movie, he has every right not to do one.
True.
Right, because he doesn't want to work in that environment. Right.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that. You know what I mean? There's a line that I have a difficult time saying. I just feel like I want to say I can't say that.
So you're saying you shouldn't have to?
I tried this morning.
But that's like
And what
literally
happened?
the
They just
job.
said no.
I
Yeah,
tried it
that's-
60 times today, right? Because I'm not Harrison Ford, right? And I'm not Jake Gyllenhaal or any of these people, right?
yeah.
So I have to show up, right? And do exactly what they wrote. And I wasted an hour of time trying to get this one line out. And, you know what I mean? I sweated and I was embarrassed.
What was the line?
'Cause you could feel the crew, like everyone just like the pressure.
It was like, if it wasn't for this leg length discrepancy disorder, I'd be right beside him.
You said it perfectly.
That was
I understand that, but that was between four other, like a line in
Yeah,
up
I
front
already forgot
and
it.
3 lines in
Yeah.
back,
It's a
and
tongue
you have to say
twister.
it fast, right? Because I'm on a computer saying
Oh,
it
got it.
from a guy like looking up too, right? So I just couldn't do it. All right, and I love the show's great. It's just that one line, and I did it for the show, and I have to shoot on the show. I'm doing Son of Zorn on Fox, and I'm gonna show up Thursday, and I'm gonna do it again. And I love the show, I love the people, but I fucked up, and I don't know how to say that line, and I feel bad about it. But it's like, you know, I just last night I just said, why can't I just say it the way I want to say it? And then we got in an argument about it.
It wasn't that
I
big
could
of-
see both sides though, because like on one hand, I think yeah, it's like whatever is written, like that was the vision, and you're literally just the vessel.
Right.
and-
So if you were a writer, like, would you want people to read it word for word because you put in the
Hell
effort?
yeah.
Same here.
Definitely. Like, I don't like being misquoted ever. I can't even imagine if I wrote something for people to read. If they changed it, I think I'd murder them.
Right.
But I can also see how it's like, if you're having such a difficult time saying it, like, why can't it just be something
I
else?
mean, I changed it
don't
to
know.
okay. What the thing is that I said I was born with one leg shorter than the other,
Okay.
right? So it's a condition. So I said it that way. So it's not as if I'm not telling the joke or the
You're changing
point.
the story,
Right,
right?
right. I'm saying it the way I know how to say it. So if you wrote something, right, 99% of the time, I'd probably say it the way you wrote it. But there'd be a couple of lines where like, I want to say it like this because it doesn't come natural. And you would want the best fucking performance from me.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true too. You do want it to like be the best.
You want it
that
to
can
roll
be.
off his tongue.
That's all I'm saying, okay? And I love the show, Son of Zorn. I love love. I love what I'm doing right now. And I'm grateful for the work, okay? So I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
All right? Mong.
Speaking of the entertainment industry, there's someone in this room that's going to be auditioning for his first time for something.
Are you, George?
George, what are you auditioning?
It's for a mess hall team at the UCB.
So he's never been to audition before. So it's just an audition. So what things should he do to prep for an audition? Asa, you go to a lot of auditions.
No,
For
we
us?
don't have
She
auditions.
gets offers.
Well, what
Straight
would you
up.
do?
Well, not
babe.
only that, like in porn, we just don't have auditions.
Well, no,
That's just
I mean,
That's
what
insulting.
would you, what?
A mindset, just a mindset going in to audition in front
okay,
of people.
let's say you're an agent, right? Like you're a porn agent.
Okay.
I'm a new girl.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in your office. Okay, so I'm gonna be called Sally Lips, Sally Big Lips.
Okay.
That's my name. Okay, so go. Okay, so how do I start?
Okay, Sally Big Lips. I don't know. I'm so bad at this.
Agent, what do I do?
Clearly, I've never auditioned.
What would you do as an agent?
I think I would just go off the vibe.
But how would you get me a job? How does that work?
I mean, porn. It's like, come on.
Yes, Bobby. She's already willing to get
And you-
naked and
yeah.
have sex on camera. Like, do you
Like,
really
that's
want to have to?
enough.
So I could, if I was a girl.
I'd be like, take off your shirt.
you got the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backroom casting couch.
Let me see how well you can arch your back.
But some girls work more than others, right?
yeah.
So that you can help them with like a hook.
That, I think
You know what I mean?
honestly, like in porn, it's it comes down to a lot of things like your looks, number one, obviously that's
Obviously,
important.
yeah.
How well you can fuck. But also, like, I think attitude goes a long way. Good energy, having a smile on your face, not complaining
Yeah.
like we do.
Yeah.
But I feel like you don't complain out loud.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's all inside, and I save it up for, like,
Same with him.
the ones
All
that I
his-
love.
Same. He has no complaints ever. Only with me though. Like you only
Right.
ever
Laying in
complain
bed,
to
Right.
me.
I say it.
Right.
Yeah.
And she gets everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
So I have to carry this big bag
Right.
of just diva complaints. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I also don't let it out for, like, the first few months of the relationship. So it's like once they're hooked, then I let it all out.
That's it.
And it's like, it's too
Yeah.
late. Like,
Yeah.
they're already
Yeah.
hooked.
Yeah. You show everything.
Yeah.
Like my left foot. You know, I have athlete's foot. It's like a fucking fuck.
Wait, still?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still.
Oh, yeah, still.
Oh.
But better, a little
It's better
better.
now,
Yeah.
right? But I hit it. Like I wore a sock on that foot.
Yeah.
Right when
But
we first
only
went
on
on a
that
date,
foot.
only on that foot.
And he'd
right?
have sex, only a sock on that
Yeah,
foot.
one sock on that foot.
Did
right?
you
Like,
ever question
Were you
it?
suspicious?
No, she thought it was just one of my things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was like, he probably has just one bad toenail that he
Yeah.
doesn't want to show.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know it was a whole foot.
I would
Right.
shave down there.
Oh, now
I would-
it's just
Yeah, it's
a jungle.
Yeah,
It's jungle
it's a mess.
Asian.
It's a mess. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But like you do that stuff.
I would be
right?
suspicious if
Yeah.
he did trim though. I'd for sure think he was cheating on me.
What?
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
100%. Whenever, like, I go on a non-work trip, like if I just like go away somewhere, the first thing Tony asks me is, "Let me see your pussy," because
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna shave my pussy on a non-work trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
wow,
why?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I ask to smell his dick all the time.
Yeah, she always does. Let me smell your dick.
As
She
soon
says
as he
that.
walks in the door, like, let me smell your dick.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I got
very-
it just smells like the same.
Babe, I don't want to do this right now. Let me smell your dick. Babe, not now.
Yeah.
All the time.
smells like garbage.
It does. If it smells like
If it
garbage,
doesn't-
it's yeah.
yeah,
If it doesn't smell like garbage and it smells
If I
actually
wash
good,
it-
I'm concerned.
Right.
It's if it's clean, she should be concerned.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
right, right.
totally.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm
I
looking for the
agree.
funk.
Good
Yeah,
litmus
yeah,
test.
I'm looking for your usual, shitty penis.
Yeah. Oh my, come on. I'm doing the best I can. You know.
Are you though?
what? What do you
I mean, you're
What does
not
that
even
mean?
you're not even trimming. Are you doing your best? I don't know.
Yeah. I am doing my best. Under the pressures.
You were doing your best in the beginning of the relationship.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but you just said that 2
I'm
months
not
in.
doing my best.
Oh, you're not doing the best.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not doing your
I
best.
see.
Okay.
I don't think I am either. I mean, I definitely haven't worn anything cute in a long
I
time.
know.
That's the luxury of being in a relationship, though, right? Is they love you even. I don't think they even see like what we're
I
wearing.
think that
anymore.
guys keep it in though. I
Oh,
think that they
really?
do notice it because a few weeks ago he says, "You know what? You could afford to show more cleavage."
What?
That's like verbatim what he said to me.
Okay.
He's like, "You should sell yourself a little better. You should
Oh,
show
wow.
more cleavage." I was like,
No,
"What?"
on the podcast.
Shit.
On the podcast.
And I
When we do
refuse.
the thing. That's not for me.
Wait, even worse.
That is even worse.
Like, I'm going to say this right now, okay? I swear to God, all right, that I love her with all my heart. And when I see her, I see my girlfriend, but also mostly I see family.
Wow.
Like she's like
I'm
a part
totally
of my blood.
unfuckable now.
No, I'm just saying she's a part of my blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would do anything for her. Okay? And so
It's awkward, babe, in front of all these.
No,
people.
no, that's real.
I think it's awkward for you, but it's not that awkward for us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really do. When I see her, it's like, you know what I mean? Home.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
And you want that or the other thing?
But do you like notice when she's wearing makeup and when she's not?
No.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like, I don't think.
I like that because I mean I wear makeup probably once a week and probably
Right.
just tonight.
Right.
For the rest of the week, I'm in pajama pants.
Right.
And
I'm the same.
When she's not wearing makeup and she just, you know what I mean, she's in the morning and she has that weird smile with her cheeks and stuff.
What is that
Yeah,
face?
she does this
Like, that's
thing.
your favorite.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, oh, that's my favorite.
Chloe, do that face.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what
she does a
face
thing.
There it is.
And her little her gout comes through like this.
Yeah, gap
And, yeah, gap teeth. And I go, oh, that's
It
my
is
KK.
cute,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's what I like. That's what I love.
That's love on Netflix.
No. Awesome. High five, man. You're, man, do you
I'm
work for
getting
the,
it.
do you work for the show?
What are we at time?
106.
It's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Like, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
Over an hour.
I'm just
I'm in the first.
Talking shit
insulting
about it.
every race.
yeah, I think that was the most racist
I
episode
don't
we've
care.
ever done.
Can I say something?
One last thing.
Can I say one thing?
What?
What about the Thais?
What do you mean?
Thailand. People
Oh,
from Thailand.
Thailand?
We never talked about Thailand.
It's fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Untouchable.
I love that place.
Yeah, because he literally got his asshole eaten every day while he was there.
I love that place.
So nothing
How,
bad
how
about
can you
Thailand.
talk shit about that?
Yeah.
Wow,
that's
we all
just
hey
paradise.
Thailand. Nothing wrong with you, Thailand.
The food was amazing. The people are kind, right? I like mopeds.
Oh Lord.
I do. I love mopeds, and I love, you know what I mean, the society. The one thing about Thailand I don't like.
Here we
is
go.
the one thing I don't.
The people.
The one thing I do not.
All of them.
Is the
faith.
king.
Oh, the king.
What's his deal?
Hey, you're not supposed to outwardly say anything about the king.
Well, I'm
I
not in
hear.
Thailand, so I can say whatever I want.
And you're not Thai.
But you
And I'm
might
not
be persona non grata.
Whatever. Okay. Did you know? I was told this is that when you're in a movie theater and they do a 5-minute montage of the king, you have to stand. If you don't stand, the citizens are allowed to kill you. They're allowed to kill you.
What?
What do
Yeah.
you mean they're allowed
Like a
to kill
citizen's
you?
arrest, but a murder.
Yeah, I mean they're allowed. Yeah, like if I
Just murder?
if I see the
murder.
king statue and I spit on it and go, "You fucking faggot," and I spit on it, right? They can kill you.
In what way? I mean, do they?
I don't
just-
know, machete, like your cousins, machete. You know what I
My
mean?
cousins are all murderers.
Yeah. But it's like, so I stood. You know what I mean? You have to stand.
Fuck yeah.
And then like at 6:00, if you're in a park, I heard this music, and then you have to stop, right? It's the music for the king or whatever, and you have to stop and not move. So you're just standing there for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? For this music.
Every day.
Yeah, like 6:00. Yeah,
What?
And can you talk?
I didn't. I was scared.
Bobby didn't want to die.
Yeah,
Wow,
I froze like.
it's like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
he doing?
Yeah. I was whatever I was doing. I was freeze like this. You know what I mean? At one point, I was like this. You know
Can't
what I mean?
move. Can't move.
Can't move.
What do you guys think about that kid who got sentenced to 15 years of hard labor in North Korea? He got caught with just like, I guess he stole a few like posters for like
In North Korea.
in North Korea.
A North
And-
Korean kid.
No, a white guy from America.
Oh.
A college kid. So he got stopped in the airport and they
What was he
found
doing in North Korea?
I don't know. He was there on some. I think he was part of his church thing,
Like a
Church
missionary?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but
Mormons.
he was there to obviously,
And he stole some posters.
yeah. And then now he got sentenced to 15 years of hard labor
The
In North Korea.
in North Korea.
the coach for the North Korean
Imagine
soccer
that.
How
team.
mad are his parents?
Wait, yeah, go ahead.
The coach of the North Korean soccer team. Remember that year they went and they lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to fucking concentration camp
What? You
for
whoa.
losing. Yeah, that's anything. For you could just go for nothing.
Wouldn't you as a parent like sit your son down before he goes to North Korea and just go over the rules? Like,
Be
look,
like, just don't go.
If
know what
he
kind of
doesn't
yeah,
fucking
I'd be like,
know,
you're
Don't go.
not
if he doesn't
fucking
fucking
going.
know that my son, that if my son went to North Korea to hand out flyers,
Do you
I'd be like, you
think
deserve
that
to be.
he still believes in God?
oh, that's a good one.
Because I mean, how could he?
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
went on God's mission
Yeah, but with people
and
who
now
are
is sentenced to 15 years of labor.
people separate humanity from God, though. Like they always there's a very like strict line between what like Christians think humans are capable of doing and what God. He probably in his mind thinks like this is God's plan. That's always how
like
they
there's
defend it.
something, there's a
Yeah, kids that
There's-
get
yeah.
molested,
something.
Yeah,
kids that get molested by priests still believe in God.
yeah.
But that's
Do you believe
different.
that? How is that different?
Spotlight.
Because they're
You're
kids.
going no, you're a kid, you believe in God. You go to church, God's house, and then you get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, but I think it's different for kids.
What?
No. I'm not saying like that it's not horrible.
Yeah.
And that they don't think it's horrible, but I think. I mean, I don't know.
No,
I think
if I get fucked in God's house in the butthole,
you're not like thinking that logically when you're a kid, though. Like, if
as I
but
get
that's
older,
adults.
though,
Yeah.
I'll be like, God, I got fucked in a church. Fuck God.
well, maybe Stockholm syndrome
I don't know, maybe.
by God.
God is doing the Stockholm syndrome.
He
I
gave you
guess.
Stockholm syndrome,
Yeah.
so I have to take this
Yeah.
abuse because this is God's plan for me to
Right.
get hit in the face every day
Right.
or get butt fucked every day.
I just think that's
Maybe he masturbated once and thinks that that's his punishment.
Oh my God.
You know, or some. I'm
Oh
sure.
my
Yeah, like I'm
God.
sure
Yeah.
anything could be justified. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Or like the white kid in North Korea is probably like, I don't know, like now I'm a martyr or something.
Yeah,
he's a martyr.
You
Yeah.
justify it, God, in your head.
Ugh,
We always
Reasons
do.
to love. You know
what
what I mean?
idiots.
I know. Like you see Spotlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Crazy.
crazy.
crazy. The list that they
Oh, the end, the very end of the movie.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my God.
It's, you're like still.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
long.
it's
Manila.
My island was on there, Cebu.
Oh, Cebu.
Yeah, so Philippines is it's mostly Catholic nation. So
Yeah.
All right, now who are we gonna vote for?
In the election.
Yeah.
Well,
Who
I
Asa?
mean, like, well, we don't know who's
Okay,
gonna
for
make it
Bernie
yet.
or Hillary?
no, just in the primaries.
Okay, honestly, I'm really dumb about politics.
It's okay.
Just based on what you see.
Your
I'm
gut.
re-
Just on face.
Based
Are you
on my
registered to vote?
gut. So I was registered to vote in New York, and I'm not anymore.
Why'd you say it like why'd you say it like as a
Because
good
I feel
secret?
bad. Like,
Yeah.
and then like okay, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
The reason I haven't like re-registered in California or whatever is because I don't want to be called for jury duty.
Is that how you?
It's pretty smart.
Wait, is that how you get called for jury duty?
Yeah, I think
I've
so.
been called. I'm going
Oh,
to
wait.
She registered.
Bitch, you just registered me.
I registered him to vote last week.
Yeah. So,
You could
bitch,
do jury
Oh,
duty,
you
bro.
weren't registered?
No.
Until now? Oh, I feel
And
so much
I've-
better.
and I've never been-
even though I.
I've never been asked for jury duty.
And last
Yeah.
week I registered
And
him.
I'm gonna get.
You're gonna get jury duty now.
Bitch, I don't want to do that shit.
You can just say you're on set. You can do. You can,
Can I
always
say I
make
have
an
flat feet?
excuse.
Like the military.
No.
I don't think so. But you could just act. You could just act
Can
like
I
you're
say
crazy.
flat
I
feet?
mean,
Yeah. Or you could just say that you have feelings towards like the police or like the justice system.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
have
yeah.
like they'll always just dismiss you if you have.
But I have to
just, like,
show up.
biases.
Do I have to show up?
You have
Yeah,
to show
that's
up. Or
Yeah, I don't want to show up to
or
nowhere.
online you can just make an excuse.
You're doing it. You're
I thought
doing
I was
all
I mean,
that.
you're probably doing
No,
it
you're
anyway.
doing
Yeah.
all that
First
shit.
of all, talking about this on a podcast is all illegal. So
Oh, it is.
It is?
Oh, also
Oh,
that's the
shit.
one thing
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
go.
say.
I got to go now. Bye bye.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go.
go. Yeah. I want Trump to win the nominee for the Republican.
I think it's definitely the most entertaining fucking
It's so
thing
fun to
Very
watch.
entertaining. But
ever.
it's also
Take that
sad.
back.
No.
It's very
Take
violent.
that back.
It's
He's gonna
crazy.
win.
Basically, we
He's
all
gonna
sounded
win.
like Trump in this episode.
He's gonna
But
win the
none
nomination.
of us are trying to be president or
Yeah.
run a country.
Right.
and Hillary's gonna win the nomination, and Hillary's gonna become president. I think that's a fact.
Also, the difference between us and Trump, I
You
think,
think
is
Trump
that
is?
we
Oh, wait. Why do you think Trump?
we
is?
understand when we say offensive things. He doesn't. Like he just thinks he's being a great and honest person. But also, do you think I think right now he's running for real, obviously. But
Good.
like,
Good,
do you
one,
think?
one,
You
good
think so?
observation.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
observation.
Yes.
Yeah.
But do you think that when he first started running, do you think it's possible it was just a PR stunt?
Could be.
It could be, yeah.
Like, I can't imagine him actually thinking he's
There's the one
qualified
guy who
in the
phrased it
beginning.
really well. He's the first guy to ever win by losing. He's losing so much, respect of people like us. He's losing so much of his previous reputation as being this, businessman. But he's the first guy to actually win the ticket by
Right.
by losing, by being a shitty man.
There is no way to win the presidency without the Hispanic vote, without the black vote, without minorities,
There's
right?
a lot of white people though.
But you can't win. You cannot win without their vote.
Is that
It's
true?
it's a fact now, right? And that's the Republicans' demographics.
Wait,
That's
is
what
that
they're worried
a fact
about.
or are you just
George
saying
just
that?
disagreed with
Can I
you.
just say something right now? Everything that we've said in the last 5 minutes about politics, George has been shaking his head.
No.
Like we're
So
all
you
wrong.
Think, you think that somebody can get nominated without them any minority vote?
No, Trump, I think he's 10 steps ahead of everybody. He's a master persuader, a master hypnotist. He knows that people vote based on emotion, not on facts.
Yeah.
He just strikes straight to the emotion. I'm not
Right.
saying he's right.
Americans are
He
angry.
just-
Yeah, but
just
he
knows
can't.
how to-
He can't step back from the things he said about Mexico, about Muslims coming into this country, about all those things.
Been said already.
Right, because they're recorded, said, they're factual things. So it's like you already. I mean, at his rallies, black people are getting punched in the face. You know what I mean? It's like that's not cool, dude.
I'm not saying.
But also, we're like, it's really hard for me to tell. And again, I'm like really dumb when it comes to politics. But like, let me just disclaimer. But like, I feel also like we're in this bubble of Los Angeles. Like America is so much fucking bigger than us.
Yeah.
So for you
And
to say that
that's-
Trump can't win is actually pretty ignorant because he could
It's
win.
not. It's
I
not
think
because
he's gonna
he's not. He's
absolutely
gonna
win the Republican.
No, he has all the delegates, right? He even if he doesn't get that magic number of 1,200 or whatever it might be, he's still going to get most of the delegates. And when they go to Cleveland, whenever the convention is, right? The Republicans are going to revolt, right? Because that's going to disenfranchise his followers. It'll ruin their fucking, But
you had to think that the GOP would try to derail him.
They're
right?
not going to try to do that.
Yeah.
I think that once he gets that magic number, they're going to all stand behind him. He's going to be the nominee. And I think he represents only 10%, less than 10% of the American population.
I don't know.
I think
There's
that
a lot of
you're
those
yeah.
states that are.
I'm getting nervous. Like my pits are.
And
Isn't
there's
he
no
in
way.
the lead?
He is.
He's not going to beat Hillary or Bernie.
You
And
have too
that's
much
it.
faith.
Go
You
to
have
the
too much
question.
faith in
Okay. Go to the
America.
question.
What do you guys think of this? And this is really going to reveal how dumb I am. But like, so this theory that he's been hired by the Clintons.
Yeah, he's a Democratic sleeper cell.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
House of Cards.
I think that's ridiculous because she didn't.
I think
she
it would be
didn't
brilliant.
Need, She didn't need the help in the first place.
He supported her. I mean, he supported the Clintons.
Yeah, in the past. And
I understand that.
they have records of a phone call being made between him and Bill Clinton.
Hey, also, you can't
before
whisper on a
he-
podcast because it's being recorded,
Yeah.
so you can't whisper on a podcast.
between him and Bill
I think
Clinton
that's
before he
I think
announced
that's
his-
ludicrous. I think that
I think it's ludicrous too. I mean, the whole thing is ludicrous, really. The
Yeah.
fact that he exists right now is ludicrous.
yeah.
But I think it would be brilliant.
Yeah, but I'm obviously a Democrat, and I
Well, I registered you Democrat,
That's
so
what
you don't have a
I'm
choice.
Democrat,
Your
and,
girlfriend registered
Yeah.
you.
it's just fun to watch the Republican Party struggle in this way because there's like a definite civil war happening, and it's just fun to watch. But I don't think it's good for the country.
Who are you guys voting for?
Hillary for me.
I was gonna vote for Bernie, but I'm still like
Yeah, but
undecided.
if she gets the nomination,
yeah.
I mean, you're
I'm
definitely going
fucked
to
either
Hillary.
way because I'm a dual citizen, so I have an American passport and I have a Filipino passport. I think if Trump becomes president, I go back to the Philippines. I'm still fucked.
Yeah,
Like there's
You're not gonna go back to the
escape
Philippines.
for me unless there's a way to Mars.
Any question?
Could
Go
marry
to
a
the question.
Canadian.
You're welcome, TigerBelly audience. You know you wanted politics. We brought it to you because that's exactly what TigerBelly fans
Yeah.
want is politics.
Right.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Khalyla, Asa, aka
Suki, Suki, Suki.
We forgot about that. It is Suki.
This question comes from
That was a really good voice.
Ray Ray. Hey guys, I've been homeless. Yeah, this one.
Already know.
Hey guys, I've been homeless in Miami for about 5 months now. I am only 26 and I have no idea what to do with my life. I know I want to write and illustrate graphic novels, but doing why living on the streets has proved nearly impossible. I don't have any crazy addictions or drug issues, although I do love marijuana. I'm at the lowest I've ever been, but I don't have kids or responsibilities, and even with the little bit of money I do have, I make as a dishwasher, I can drop it all and move someplace else. I've been thinking of heading west to LA since I've never been, but would I be trading one place of problems for another? What do you guys think? Don't be homeless.
Well, I mean,
He doesn't have a choice sometimes where you don't know his circumstances.
but it's that human suffering
Mm-hmm.
that makes great art.
True.
You know.
So how much
it's
longer
like-
should
what
he
a
stay?
Beautiful thing to say.
Mhm. How much longer should he stay homeless? And should he suffer in LA or Miami? That's the question.
I know, but I think
I
there's just
think
a
Miami.
yeah. Stay in Miami.
The Skid Row here is rough.
Wait, over LA? For a homeless person?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
Florida
the
is a
weather's
scary
nicer
state.
in Miami.
Florida has like people. That's crazy.
If you were a homeless person, where would you?
I
what
think
state?
about this all the fucking time. Okay,
Really? All the time?
all the time. I'm like at all times I'm prepared to get homeless. So no
Also,
matter
you're at like the highest tax bracket. You're
So-
not gonna get homeless.
so I have my savings account obviously, and then I have like another savings account with a lot less money, but
Don't you hate talking about
but that's
money?
like I hate talking about money, but I just have to say this. So if I ever am down to just that savings account, I'm gonna buy an RV.
Like a Winnebago.
Smart,
a
yeah.
And
Winnebago,
that's gonna be my
yeah.
home.
So you're
Yeah.
not homeless.
But I'll buy
You're
like
not
a
wrong.
used shitty one, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So, and then I don't know. Obviously, someplace warm. It's always changing. I thought Hawaii would be the perfect place to be homeless.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of, those beach people are kind of like living that kind of lifestyle anyway. Not saying they're homeless.
Chris
but
Pratt- Chris
it's-
Pratt did it.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. I think it's just a
has-
more relaxed.
Tamayo Atsuki. You know who that is?
No.
that?
Tamayo Atsuki was Sam Kinnison's girlfriend. She's Asian. She's a comedian. She was on a sitcom. I forgot what it was called. But she went crazy. And she went to Hawaii and she lived in the jungle. And she built a
Well,
house in the jungle.
No, that's
I'm-
not the kind of.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, though,
Yeah.
like, if you were going to do that,
Yeah.
that's where you would do it. Because there's parrots and waterfalls.
Yeah,
Bananas.
I think the
Parrots.
most important factor in homelessness is weather.
Yeah. Oh,
For sure.
totally.
Like homeless people in New York, not that I mean, I
It's
understand
ridiculous.
like they're mentally unhealthy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the worst fucking place.
Chicago,
To be
oh
homeless.
But they're also,
so
yeah,
windy.
Chicago would
Fuck.
just be
So
game
windy.
over for me, just
Damn.
kill me. But also, if there was a plague to ever hit California or, a big city like New York, only the homeless would survive. Those people's immune systems are so strong. They're so primed for different weather pattern changes. They're so exposed to the elements on a daily basis. They don't live cushy lives. So
Right.
they're the only ones. They're like the cockroaches of humanity. They'll never die.
True.
Not the Walking
They already
Dead,
have
I
all
mean.
the survival.
Yeah, they know how to survive.
Yeah.
On so little. So what's the answer for this guy?
What was the question?
Miami or LA?
I mean, I think stay in Miami, but don't feel bad about the hardships you're going through because that's going to make you strong and that's going to, motivate you to create the masterpiece that's going to get you out of it.
And definitely stop listening to our podcast because we don't
And
give
how the
very
fuck
helpful
are you
life
listening?
advice.
How does he listen to our podcast?
Yeah.
The podcast, it's free.
Well, then sell your iPhone.
No, you need a
No.
phone to get a
Don't
job.
sell your, if
No,
you
but-
have one thing in the
Yeah,
world, it
why
should
would
be
you
an iPhone.
No, but
Is that true? With one thing in the world,
I think so. I mean, aside from food and water.
That's a survival gadget.
I
A
think so,
phone is for
yeah.
survival. You can call for rides. You can
That's
call
true.
clinics.
You have
You can
Google
call.
Maps.
Yeah, Google Maps. You can geocache.
Yeah. I think
Pick
yeah.
up free T-shirts along the way.
when I was on Mad TV, I had homeless people go, "Hey man, I love you on Mad TV." It's like, how the fuck are you watching that shit?
what?
Yeah, like where are you
Whoa.
watching it?
Well, like mole people.
What?
Do you know who they
Oh,
are? Like the people
yeah.
who lived under the subways in New York.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Like they had TVs and stuff.
Yeah, and there's over here the tunnels in Echo Park led to an underworld, a city.
Whoa.
And we went down into the tunnel. They
You
put
went down?
They put concrete over it now, but in the 90s when I first moved here, me and my friend Laban and my brother and a bunch of us we took flashlights and survival kits and we tried to go down as far as we could. And I'm telling you right, it gets pitch black and it gets fucking scary, dude.
You saw a lot of people down there.
No, you can't. You don't even get that far. You go about 500 feet, and then you're like, I need to get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you start hearing things. You know what I mean?
I think that we should do a challenge. I've always wanted to do a show where we all put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, and the three of us or the four of us, we should live see who lasts longest, living homeless for 5 days, and see who actually thrives the best.
I'll tell you something. I would hate that, but I'd win.
Whoa, that's kind of cocky.
Because I literally suck dick for money
Oh, that's true.
already.
Oh, so
I have
She
that
would win.
survival tool.
I don't think you would suck
can't-
any dick though.
Yeah, you don't suck any.
Oh, we're
dick.
not allowed to
That's
suck
the
dick?
rule. You can't.
No,
say
you
no.
can. You can. No, she
You're
can
not
do whatever.
sucking. You're sucking. You know what I mean? Like tested. Nice dicks.
Yeah,
Nice.
for money.
Nice.
For money.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, I'm halfway there.
No, the dicks that are out there. Nah.
That are out there.
Yeah.
I don't think you would. So if we were
But
tomorrow,
the jump for me to suck some strange untested cock, a dirty cock, is much smaller than the jump you'd have to make.
yeah,
No.
he's sucked some dirty
sucked some
cock.
Yeah,
dirty
but
cock.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Maybe your technique's not as good as it used to be, babe. Maybe you're all teeth these days.
Well, that was a really good podcast. We learned so much about ethnicities and
And politics.
yeah, I
Politics.
laughed like a little girl, and it was very fun to do. I'm really tired, so I'm
we
gonna.
have we have to announce the winner of that one contest real quick.
Can you do it?
Yeah. So if you guys remember, we had a contest.
We forgot about.
We did the
What was
Stay.
it?
stay for this. So we had you guys draw a picture or just do. Look, we had a lot of contests. We're condensing it to one contest, and one guy won. It's the guy who put the picture up at Parks Barbecue.
So we had a contest to do whatever you wanted to do with that song.
Okay.
So one guy made a little 15-second clip of himself printing a photograph of Bobby and I, and then putting it in the park's barbecue wall because Bobby had been complaining that he wasn't in the Asian Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
Some guy, this vigilante took it upon himself.
Compliment Pig.
Yeah, his name's Compliment Pig, and he framed it and he put it on the Asian Wall of Fame at Park's Barbecue.
Is it up there now?
They know about it, and they kept it up there.
They actually moved it and they put it with all the other celebrities.
Yeah,
No,
so
are you
first
fucking
it was just
kidding me?
crooked on a wall.
Yeah, because I also talked to the owner. I saw her and I told her about it. She's like, "It's so cute. It's so funny. Come in."
So you know the owner?
No, he knew.
Why couldn't you just hook him up with a photo? on
I
the
know,
wall?
man. What the? Oh, because this would.
No,
we
I
weren't
just
working
met
with-
the owner.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what do we do?
That's really sweet.
Oh, well, we have one more question, but Bobby's not going to answer this one. So for Asa and you, we've kind of talked this before on the show. Jason wants to know, if it was a zombie apocalypse, what 3 weapons would you have?
An
Oh my
iPhone.
God. Yeah, iPhone 1.
Okay, an iPhone.
No, because we
Weapons.
But
Okay,
then you would need a charger, and then
Yeah.
you would need like too many things.
let's go back and forth. Your first weapon of choice. And these are the kind of
Wait,
zombies that are like in...
assuming food and water are provided.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is weapon.
Prove-
No, weapon.
Okay.
Weapon.
Okay,
So
yeah, I know, but
food, water, and shelter are provided.
Yes.
because if food's provided, then I would not, have like hunting.
I'll say this.
Thanks.
Food and water is scarce. Very scarce.
Oh, that changes everything.
It does change it. Because now you need to hunt. But keep in mind, it's just still people... It's like...
But just for my survival from like zombies, God, I don't even watch The Walking Dead that much. I'm not gonna use a bow and arrow like what's his name, Daryl.
No, not like Daryl.
Oh God, probably
First weapon.
a gun, obviously.
Okay, gun.
Yeah. And then I don't know how to sword fight.
Yeah, no, like realistically,
So
honestly,
probably a small knife.
I would just have to like stay inside and ask someone to go out.
I thought Oscar's gonna be like, I was gonna suck dick for money.
I literally would. I mean, I do know.
You don't have to suck my dick. It's a zombie apocalypse. I don't know how money helps you.
I'll
She
do
could
it.
Offer to suck a
No,
zombie's
but I mean,
dick.
like, I'm completely. I'd be useless. I don't think I could even shoot a zombie. I just hold my breath till I died.
Man, you
And
are just
take the burden
really
off
give up.
everyone. No, I mean,
also you're given 3 weapons and you're just gonna hold your breath.
I
and
think I'm just
die.
gonna hold my breath like I'm underwater and just die.
I'm gonna drown myself. I'm alive. I could be alive for longer. Fuck it. I'll
Fuck
kill
it.
myself.
But I
now.
mean, honestly, if a zombie apocalypse happened, like, what's your best case scenario? You kill all the zombies? That's not going to happen.
You literally survive.
That's not going to
yeah,
happen.
but if you survive, like, what a world that would be. You'd constantly live in fear, constantly, and I mean, there might be a surplus of food, but there's nobody to distribute it. There's nobody to harvest the crops. There's
and it
nobody
would
to
only be the kind of food that lasts forever, like Twinkies.
or like pork and beans.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Which is actually delicious. but-
Very,
Well,
very delicious.
There you go. That question is kind of answered.
We were just gonna kill ourselves.
So a can opener, a pillow,
Any rapid fire questions?
and maybe a space heater.
What? Do you have any questions for us? Any
I don't
rapid
have
fire?
any rapid
Anything?
fire. I did think about these questions, but I don't think they really matter. Bobby had to be here. But one of them was, I thought about this because we were talking about teeth last week. Would you rather have
I love these.
Kirsten Dunst's baby teeth, like dolphin teeth,
Okay.
or really, really big, like kind of Hillary Duff, like super big teeth, but bigger than Hillary Duff?
Can I see your teeth now? Can you smile?
Your teeth
Or
are
like
good.
normal? Should
Yeah.
Is the option for like dental surgery there?
You have the in these scenarios. You always have all these fucking like stipulations.
Well,
born
no,
with
because
it.
the thing is, like, if dental surgery is an option, I'm pretty sure I'd rather go for the baby teeth because I think it would be easier to just get veneers.
No, because you could just remove all the big teeth too, or you just shave down the big teeth.
Oh, that's true.
You can shave it down.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
true.
Next question: would you rather have brandy eyes, so like
Yeah, I
eyes
know
that are
what
too
you-
far
yeah.
apart, or eyes
I
too
know what you
close
mean.
in?
You're talking about like Brandy the singer. So so catfish face.
Yeah, like fish eyes, or
Yeah.
would you have your eyes too close together?
Too close together, 100%.
Really?
Your face is pretty symmetrical
You
already.
don't.
So if you had your eye, no, you would be cross-eyed. Because I feel like my eyes are too close together already, and sometimes they do cross on occasion. Like depending, like even after one beer, they start to kind of.
Yeah, Khalyla has
Go this
one.
way.
She has one rogue eye.
but
I forgot which
cross
one
eye
it
Yeah.
is cuter than
Then eyes are.
Chameleon eyes.
horse eyes, goldfish eyes, or any animal really.
All right, Gilbert, what else we got?
That's all we have, guys.
Wait, which teeth would you prefer if you can't have the surgery?
Oh, definitely giant. Oh, if without,
Yeah, without.
I'm really afraid of like big gums. It's like
Yeah.
something that just I mean, if you have it, I'm just saying I would never want to be born with really
You're
big gums.
saying
I'll tell you, and
I'd rather die. than
I'll
have
tell you
gums.
why. Because when I had braces way too young, that's the reason I have gaps. So I had gaps initially, and I had braces at the age of 9 or 10, and I think that's too young to have braces. So when they were removed, my teeth started to separate again because my jaw wasn't done growing. So I had to wear retainers. But something happened when I was wearing retainers, or they weren't fitted right for me, and I moved to America, so I couldn't go to an orthodontist in the Philippines. So my gums started to overgrow. So for a while there, I did have huge gums and little baby teeth.
So it's personal.
Yeah, so it's personal for me. I remember just never smiling because I just thought it was the most like horrid looking thing ever. And then I actually had to get like most of my gums like cut out. So it's personal. So yeah, big
Yeah.
teeth. I think I'm just gonna grind it on some stone. Like if I can't get surgery
Yeah.
on it, just take just a Brillo pad to it.
Yeah,
every day.
it's definitely more DIY than.
But with the eyes, you're just set with those. There's no way to
Yeah, the eyes. There's nothing
to
you
merge
can
them
do.
together
Yeah,
to
you
the
could
to the
just-
front.
You guys need to have a private convo, okay? This is for the world right now. You guys are having a private convo. Khalyla, what kind of shows does Bobby have that we need to promote?
What kind of shows?
Yeah,
They're
just
usually
stand-up or-
stand up. It's the same. What's Bobby doing? April 7, 8, and 9, Bobby will be doing the comedy party with Harlan Williams, Tom Greens, and Tom Greens.
Tom Greens.
Tom Greens. Tom Green and Polly Shore.
man, Pauly Shore, bro.
And then after that,
His comedy's really funny. I saw him do stand up once, and it was really funny.
how
Pauly
long
Shore.
ago?
Not that long ago.
Recently at Flappers.
It was actually at the Comedy Store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And after that, he is going to be doing shows in Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas, and one more city. That's April 20-something. Go to his website, bobbyleelive.com, for more dates and anything to plug Asa. I know you just came out with the cover for your book,
Yeah,
right?
what's new for you right now?
I'm actually in Houston, Texas this weekend. March 23, 24, 25, I think. It's
Okay.
this weekend. And
Doing
at the
what?
Vivid Live
okay.
strip club.
Ooh.
And then next month I'm in Denver. And then the month after that I'm in San Diego. But you can check like my Twitter and stuff. My book comes out in August. And actually, cool little factoid. My first book signing is going to be in New York at the Barnes and Nobles, where that was my first job as a cashier at that very Barnes and
Oh,
Nobles.
wow.
So it's pretty cool.
When is your book signing?
It's so that one's going to be August.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn, I was hoping it was.
Yeah.
Why? Because are you guys going to New York?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in May.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you just release your book early?
Yeah, just
One-
for you guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. What else? Gilbert?
Just make sure, guys, you follow us at all our stuff. I'm so tired right now. at TigerBelly on Instagram, our youtube.com/TigerBelly, where you can find our vlogs. Our new vlog is up right now. Also, you can see the full-length podcast on there. It comes out on Friday. And the audio podcast comes out on Wednesday at
I thought it was
iTunes.
Tuesday.
No, Wednesday always.
We just say Wednesday. It's
Tuesday night or Wednesday
Wednesday
morning,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
usually like Tuesday midnight. So it's technically
yeah,
Wednesday.
and that's on iTunes, Stitcher, or allthingscomedy.com. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you follow Asa at Asa Hole or the other 50,000
Asa Hole
accounts.
3 and Asa Hole 5.
Yes.
Yeah, those are all hers.
And follow Khalyla at Calamity K. And make sure you follow Bobby Lee at
Bobby Lee Live.
at
George
Gilbert.
_Kimmel on
And
on
George
Instagram.
Kimmel.
Vote best
Your
channel.
shit's on private, George. You don't
Yeah.
even add anybody.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week. Thanks, Asa, for joining
Thank you for
us.
having me.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Cukutukan kumu Makaki Cikumula kau dapat kami ulubi Buruk kaya kapak di dulu kumba Syukuluk kumala ye Cukutukan kumu Makaki Cikumula kau dapat kami ulubi Buruk kaya kapak di dulu Shukuluki Muki